Hi, this is Rob from One Division Tutorials and welcome to lesson 3 on how to produce a disco funk boogie record. In the previous lesson we installed all the VSTs and started to get an arrangement going. Now what we're going to do is start focusing on the full arrangement and start laying out the track and getting things rolling. Okay, with all disco records, most of them generally started with kicks and snares and so forth. Not all, but a lot of them. So what we're going to do is we're going to stay in that tradition and we're going to start laying out the beats quite simple and straight to the point. So take some of your kicks, take 4 blocks of your kick, like so, and then let's consolidate the snare, like that, and let's just throw that in straight away so it goes like this. So it's got that kind of raw sort of sound to it. Okay, and then what we'll do is we'll copy that over again, like so, and then let's get the close hat and put that in there and there, and then get a crash as well, put that in at the start. What we need to do actually whilst we're on this is put in a reverb on the crash. So open up your audio effects in your live devices, click on the audio effect rack and then click on the reverb and look for concert hall, put that in, turn your effect mix down slightly and your reverb time down to about 180 and go like so. Maybe a little bit more in the mix. Probably a little bit more reverb time actually. That's better. So your reverb time at about 247 and your effect mix at around 47 to 50% and leave everything else as it stands. Okay. Another crash. Copy the same lot over again. Okay, and then we get the 2 hi-hats that we put in and we put those in like so. But what we also do is we add the percussion. Just going to change the colour of that. So get the percussion in. And then what we do is we add the Rhodes in. But what we're going to do with the Rhodes, we're going to open it up and make sure that you highlight it all and you bring the velocity down just like that there, look. Because if it's full up, it's going to sound like this. Really aggressive. So if you pull it down, make it really warm. So it's kind of subtle, so that it brings it into the track nice and gently. So, but what we're going to do with the Rhodes is we're going to open up our panel down here and we're going to go back into audio effects and double click on auto filter. And then what we do is we turn the amount up probably about 3/4 of the way at like 3 o'clock or something, and then we click on this little notation here, pull the filter down and change the rate to about 3/8 like so, so it gives it off a warm wobbly LFO sort of feeling, and you'll hear it now. Much better than that, isn't it? Just gives it that real disco vibe. Just have a play back with the settings and see how you get on. If you can see, it gets more wobblier. We just want it just enough, just so that it has a little effect, so it just makes the track warmer and more vibrant. Okay, so we've got all that. Continue that over again. Put in the bells, like so. So we've got a... Then what we do is we get the drum fill, put that there just before the crash, and then the tambourine, like so. and we should have something like this. In actual fact, I think what we should do is probably put the drum fill in just before the bells kick in and just before the Rhodes kicks in. Maybe put one on the end of every one, actually, at the most prominent places, like so. And then put in the intro fill as well, like so. We'll need a bit of reverb on the drum fill, but maybe not as much, just enough to... There you go. Maybe take the volume down slightly on it. Bring the tambourines forward, actually, put the two in there. Now what we're going to do for the next section is we're going to put the claps in. So let's combine all our claps, put them in there, but we're also going to introduce the bass line. Copy all this over again. Drum fill, and then the claps, but then we're going to bring the bass in. Like so, but we're going to add another sound here. So go down to the bottom, create an audio track, go back to your drum samples and look for sweep effects and put that in there, double click on it and turn the volume down, take the warp off and turn the volume down. And the same with the reverb on there, put a reverb in there as well. But what we're going to do is we're going to put one back here like so. I'm going to get it into line with this and then double click on that and reverse it. See how that sounds. Sounds quite good. Maybe put a ping pong delay on that sweep effects as well, at about 30% on each. And also what we need to put in, see, one of the things when you're arranging, you always generally forget to put stuff in where you mean to. Put the wind chimes in and put a reverb on that also, and put them in like so, just on the same line just before the drum fill, so it goes like this. Go, starting to take shape now. Make sure we save that. Okay then, so what we'll do is we'll copy that over again, that entire section there, like so. Put that there. Okay, and then we'll copy over the sweep effects again, put them in place there, and the drum fill in there as well, and the wind chimes. And then we're going to introduce the towel stab, which is this thing. So we'll put that there, and there, and there, and there. Let's see how that goes. Okay, and then we're going to introduce the chord change. So that will go in like so. And we need the Moog, and we need the Rhodes change. Okay, let's just check that. Okay, let's just copy over the beats, and let's see what we've got. Excellent. So let's copy the first section over again. So you've got that there like so, and then let's repeat what we've just done, and that should take those into that. So let's play that back. Okay, remove that and put a crash in on each one, like so, and then a drum fill at the end here. And with the sweep effects, we'll put those in again on the end, and the wind chime, make sure that's across. So what we're going to do now is we're going to drop it down a bit. So when the chord change comes in, we're going to put the open hi-hats in more frequently, like so. So we're going to roll them over and fill the whole bar, so it goes up, sort of feel. So it drives it along faster. Okay, and continue that over again. Let's just make sure that the wind chimes are correct. Okay, they are. So after this change here, we're going to drop it to just the kick, the snare, and the Rhodes, for now anyway, and put it back to the original one. Make sure we get the right chords. Put a crash over a little drum fill, and let's get the sweep effects there instead. Okay, we're going to introduce the lead line, which was the ES line, and we'll put it on the second one perhaps. Let's see how it goes. Okay, repeat that like so. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Reintroduce the bass line. Let's just check that first. Okay, as you can see, what I've done there is I've taken out those first two lead lines we've put in. So we've got 4 of the Rhodes before the lead line comes back in, then 4 lead lines and a wind chime, carry the lead line on, but here we're going to introduce the bass line again, which is that one. Throw that back over, and then maybe the closed hat as well, so it starts to drive back up. Just quickly save that. Let's have a go at that. Put a drum fill in. Okay, and a crash as well, of course. Copy those over again. Okay, and then what we'll do is we'll copy over the congos and the bells, put those in there, and a crash. And also we'll start putting the claps back in as well. Okay, put the claps in there, and let's see how we go. Drum fill. And then here, what we're going to do here, we're going to introduce the chord change again, but we're going to get the crash, and we're going to shorten it, so it's 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, so it goes like this. So can you see that? I've just done there, look, just shortened it and made 4 small ones. Okay, and then we're going to introduce the chord change again with the tambourine, and that's this section, so let's just get a tambourine over, that over, and that one, and the open hats, get them in. Copy the first section back over again, like so, just repeating the process. And we need the lead line, the second bit, which goes there. So hopefully we'll get a drum fill in, and the sweeps. It's a very generic sort of track. What we're doing here is we're not doing anything that's too technical. Basically we're just outlining a disco record that would have been created back in the day, but obviously with the modern technology we're using. But I'm not doing anything that's too, I'm not using side chains, I'm not using anything that's, you know, modern day production styles. I'm just keeping it very simple and very generic. Okay, so here we go, let's have a look from here. Got a crash there, and your wind chimes. Okay. And repeat that section again. Get the sweeps, drop those over, and then we're going to do the same thing again with the crash here. And then we're going to drop it down to the Rhodes again, just like we did on the last time. But what we're going to do this time that's different is that we're going to introduce a Rhodes lead line solo. Let's just copy these over. Let's just get this in order. The crash. Put the claps over. And a drum fill. Okay, and that's the end of this lesson, so thank you for joining me, and follow me over into the next lesson where we're going to finish the arrangement off, and we're going to introduce the Rhodes solo, which is going to be something like that. If you're not too keen on playing, it really is quite easy, so I'm going to show you how to do that in the next lesson. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next lesson. Goodbye.